What is up, YouTube? It's Humanclad Cosplay coming at you with what not to do at a con and how to keep safe at a con. So it's just going to be a quick, like, 10 items of what you can do to keep safe and stuff like that. So, and general rules of any convention as well. So, the first rule that I have for, like, just being safe and not being a creep at a con is please ask to take pictures, because just because someone is cosplaying a character you really love, that does not mean you can just go up to them and start taking pictures of them without their permission. Because, maybe they've had a long day, they just want to get back to their hotel room, or they have a panel they really need to get to because they're presenting, or it's just something they really want to go do. And so always ask first, so that way they have the chance to respond to your wanting to take a picture. So here's my con, not really horror story, but my con story time. So this was Zenkai Con 2017, so last year, and this one guy, I was hanging out with a couple of my friends, and this one old guy, like, he was this like Santa Claus looking guy, and he was wearing shades, like he was trying to be incognito, but he was walking by, and like his face was forward, but he had his camera pointed out to the side, so like he's looking this way, but his camera's pointing this way, and he's just taking pictures of everyone he sees. And my one friend was like, asked him to please ask you to take pictures before you take them. Now, he ignored this, unfortunately, but what can you do? Some people just don't listen. And so that's just one general rule of any convention. Please ask to take pictures before you actually take them. The other how not to be a creep rule I have at a convention is don't follow like a cosplayer, because it's going to make them feel unsafe. So if you find, let's say, I'll use a poster back here for reference. Say you find a Faith cosplayer from Mirror's Edge, and if, like, say you two are going to the same panel or something like that, that's fine. But, like, if it's after the panel, or, like, they're just, moseying around, don't follow them excessively. Like, you can follow them and maybe ask to take a picture, but don't hunt them down. Just don't. It's not cool. Definitely not cool. And it's, like I said, it's going to make them feel uncomfortable, and it's going to possibly give them a bad impression of the con if it's their first time being at a particular con, and they might not want to return just because of that incident. Don't be a stalker. Same rule applies to just everyday life. Don't be a stalker. So another one is, for not being a creep, don't ask to touch like anything, like especially someone's body. It's all, again, just people don't really want you in your someone in their personal zone, especially if it's touching, especially in an inappropriate way. So, like, if you ask, oh, can I get a selfie with you? Like, oh, like, don't wrap your arm around them like you're their girlfriend, or try to hold their hand or something like that. Don't do it. Like, if you're asking to take a selfie, just, arm out. No touching. Smile, selfie. Done. Thank them, be on your way. And then, of course, like I just said, don't follow them unless you're going to the same panel, coincidentally, but again, don't follow them. And then this one is very important. Don't ask to take a cosplayer back to your hotel room or your house or something like that. Again, it's going to make them feel unsafe. They don't know what you have there. Like, you could have like chains and whips hanging from your ceiling, and it's going to make them get weirded out, and it's just not cool. No, just not cool at all. Don't do it. So those are my general how not to be a creep at a con rule. So now I'm going to be going into safety, like how to keep yourself safe and healthy at a con. So first one, and you'll hear this on about 100 different videos just like this. Trust your gut. If a situation doesn't feel right to you or someone's giving you bad vibes, take yourself away from the situation just so you can like feel safer. And just just pulling yourself from a situation can really help with just making sure you have a good con and making sure you're not doing anything that's really risky or dangerous. Unless, actually, there's no unless. Just trust your gut, because if your gut says something's wrong, it's usually right 9 times out of 10. So again, trust your gut. The other thing is, please make sure you eat and drink something, because I understand you're at a con, you want to be in the moment, but it's just like please, it's a human, it's not even something you can push off. It's a basic human need, and like I've seen people get like pulled out from a con because they passed out from dehydration and starvation. So please pack yourself a couple waters or Gatorades, and make sure you're packing yourself at least a little snack until you can go out and get a proper meal at somewhere outside the con. So yeah, eat and drink something. It's very important to keep your body nourished. It's very important to keep your body hydrated. And even if it's a soda, like normally you don't want to drink soda if you want to keep hydrated. But again, just eat and drink something, please. Please, I'm begging you, eat and drink something. And alcohol, no. Unless you're going to participate in a party later on in the day at night and you want to take part of drunk con the next day, have fun with that, but still, no alcohol, please, if you're of legal drinking age. Because 21 in the United States. So, another thing, take a breather. Now, this is just something I do. Like, if I'm wearing thin at a con, like I'll find a little spot and I'll just take a short breather, and by short I mean like 5-15 minutes, somewhere in that range. And then when I'm done with that breather, I'll get right back into con stuff and maybe pace myself, because when you're first at a con, you're just you're hammering things away, you're hammering panels, you're hammering events, you're hammering stuff like that. But take a breather so you can gather yourself for the rest of the day. So a good time I find to do this is around between noon and 1, because at least for me, a lot of panels and stuff aren't taking place that interest me. But so maybe there's a panel or an event going on between 12 and 1 that interests you. Just find a time during your con schedule where you don't have anything planned or nothing really interests you, and take a breather during that time. And my definition of taking a breather is going to the dealer's room, but that's just me. Maybe you could find a nice little quiet spot and have your snack that I'm telling you to eat and drink, please. Again, eat and drink, take a breather. Those two go hand in hand. The other thing, take a nap and get plenty of sleep. Again, you're at a con, you think, oh, I don't need these basic human necessities. But, sleep deprivation is a thing. It's going to make you feel horrible. So, night before, make sure you get plenty of sleep. Even if you're going to like the raves or something like that, or the concerts they have going on, like maybe you need to have a lot of energy for the following day. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. And during the day, this is going back to taking a breather, if you feel like you're really starting to shut down and your hotel's really close by, so farthest I've been away in a hotel is about a 30-minute drive from the convention center, so I wasn't walking back because I don't like driving around a con area because it's so packed and traffic is usually pretty bad on weekends in a city. But if you're really close, like a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, go back to your hotel. I cannot articulate my words today. Go back to your hotel room and take a nap and eat and drink. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying that until you guys do it. Eat and drink at a con, please. So again, take a nap, eat, drink, so on and so forth. And then the last tip on my list is travel in groups. There is safety in numbers at a con. So, yeah, safety in numbers. I mostly fly solo at cons, but I end up floating around a bunch of different groups. Like this upcoming con, Techo, I am going to be at a Marvel slash DC photo shoot as Red Hood, and I'm really proud of that cosplay. And then about an hour later, I have an Overwatch photo shoot. So I'm going to be with big groups of people. So yes, there will be a couple bad apples in there, but I'll find like the good people in there and, you know, hang around them to feel safe. Now, not all groups have that bad apple. So you'll feel safe with the whole group and you'll feel comfortable. But here's a con horror story from ZengaCon 2016. Going back 2 years. Yeah. Feel old yet? So this was not a con story of mine. It's one that I heard floating around. That during the Black Butler photo shoot, CL and Grell somehow snuck in a heavyweight metal cane and threatened all the other CL and Grell cosplayers that they cannot be cosplaying CL and Grell because they were the best ones there. No one else is allowed to cosplay as those two. They're the only ones that are allowed to do it. Those people get on my nerves, by the way. Don't say you can't cosplay this character because I'm cosplaying this character. It's not cool. Cosplay is about being who you want to be from a certain anime, video game, TV show, stuff like that. It's not about, oh, I can only do this one because he's my favorite character or they're my favorite character. So, just keep safe, travel in groups, and if you find that bad apple in the group, stay away from them or talk to someone and be like, hey, I'm not comfortable with this person, so just keep me away from them, please. I don't feel safe around them. So those are my tips and tricks for how to not be a creep and how to keep safe at a con. So if you like this video and want to see more, like down below, comment down below if I missed anything, do that, and subscribe to my channel. And then you can check out more of my videos. I'll have more up within the next couple weeks because I'll be vlogging at Techo and I'll be posing my interview question at Techo. And for anyone that's interested, it's what does cosplay mean to you? So yeah, again, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Later.